Hello, my name is Joe, and welcome to my channel. Well, it's been a while. Yes, due to Ruby not really having anything happen since Fairy Tales, I was uncertain of what to talk about on this channel. But then, a light appeared in the distance. The Legend of Vox Machina. Yes, as someone who has been a fan of Critical Role since around when they were in their 60s for episodes, I knew I wanted to talk about this show when it came out. And now that we have seen the first few episodes, I think I'm confident in predicting how the rest of the season is gonna play out on an episode-by-episode basis. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Map out how the next episode, as well as the rest of the season, will likely go, so you'll know when the episodes you'll really want to tune in for will be. Spoiler alert, it's all of them, because the show is dope. I will warn you that this video will contain spoilers for the cartoon and the original streamed D&D game it's based on, so if you don't want those, probably best to save this for later. Alright, let's get into it. So, at the end of episode 3, we saw all of Vox Machina, sans Scanlan, get arrested. However, I don't think this is gonna last long, and the ensuing conversation, which will start episode 4 off, will probably go essentially as it did in the game, with Vox Machina providing enough evidence to make sure they aren't fully arrested, but probably getting kicked off the Tal'Dorei Council for a while. We'll probably have the team sent back to their keep and also meet Jarrett, who was revealed in the cast video to now be a guard of Amon rather than the head guard of Vox Machina's keep. I imagine he'll probably be sent to watch our merry band and make sure they don't get into trouble. Once at the keep, we'll most likely be seeing Percy build bad news and the attack on the keep by the Invisible Stalkers or some other servant of the Briarwoods, which leads eventually to Jarrett letting the group leave to Whitestone since something fishy is going on. But that'll come near the end of the episode. While this is happening, this is probably when we'll see Pike trying to repair her holy symbol. We might even get the chance to meet the Everlight through a vision or something, since we do know she has been cast. One option they might go with is to send her to Vax'ildan like in the campaign, since I realized while watching the trailer again, the only time we see her in a clip we haven't seen in the first 3 episodes, she seems to be glowing like she was in the episodes of the campaign where she divinely Skyped in. I hope this isn't the case and she's just kind of glowing with divine power, because it would be nice in this new continuity to just see Pike always stay with the party. But you never know. Maybe she'll learn that Vax'ildan is where she could repair her holy symbol from Kima, who is normally stationed there. Next, and this is really the main part I'm not so sure about, we might be meeting some new characters. For one thing, we might get the chance to meet Kynan, who normally meets the group before the feast and is kind of bullied by Vax. I could see something similar happening here due to the stress of the last few days weighing on Vax and making him act rashly. We also might meet Seeker Assume, who would normally be the one to reveal the fact the king is under Silas's control. However, these two are a bit uncertain in my opinion, due to the fact that neither have been announced with casting in the most recent production video. We got so many announcements there, but none for these two characters, which makes me think it's possible we won't meet them till around the end of the season, if at all. With this in mind, it's also possible we could see Allura and Kima be the ones with suspicions about the king being controlled, and Allura would almost certainly be the one to teleport them close to, or even into Whitestone. The episode would end with the group making their way to the Sun Tree and finding the tragic display the Briarwoods have left them. Whew, alright. That took a little bit longer than I was expecting, and it was only 1 episode. Let's pick up the pace a bit. Episode 5 would most likely be Keyleth attempting to heal the Sun Tree, and the rest of the group exploring and meeting Keeper Yennon, probably ending with the assassination of Carrion Stonefell. Episode 6, the group beginning to form the Whitestone Revolution, and meeting Archibald Desney. Also, them planning their assault on the manors. Episode 7, this is probably just gonna be entirely the gunpowder plot. The first part featuring Scanbo, and then following the rest of our group assaulting the other manor, plus ending with the Whitestone Revolution. I'll also say it's possible we could get some time spent with Pike in these last 2 or 3 episodes, if they sent her to Vasselheim. Maybe even introducing the audience to Zara and Cash, whose introductory arc happened earlier in the stream. Episode 8, if they sent Pike to Vasselheim, this is the episode she will rejoin the party, coming to our heroes' aid as they fight the undead army. Vox Machina will begin their assault on the Briarwoods, and the end of the episode will probably be them finding Cassandra, Percy's sister, or possibly Ripley. Episode 9 would be exploring the catacombs and the revelation that Cassandra is working for the Briarwoods. Episode 10. Originally the last episode we were going to get with the original Kickstarter funding, now the first in our last batch of 3 episodes. I also think this is still gonna be the main end to the Briarwood arc, featuring the final conflict with the villainous pair and the destruction of Percy's contract with Orthax. Episode 11 is probably gonna be our breather episode, getting some celebrations for their victory and having their name cleared after the king was freed of Silas's control. This is another possible episode to meet Kynan and Seeker Assume. Finally, episode 12. The season finale. This episode might seem to start slow, probably meeting Kaylee, Scanlan's daughter, and getting all the, drama with that. And if we've met Kynan already, we'll probably see Vax go looking for him and finding that he's left. Though it's entirely possible Kynan will have just been cut for time in the series. But the end of this episode will be a doozy, with the king leaving his throne for how he was controlled by Silas, and the city of Amon being destroyed by the Chroma Conclave, ending the season on a huge cliffhanger and coming full circle from where it began, with a dragon. But hey, those are just my thoughts. What do you think? Agree? Disagree? Think they really need to stop sending Pike off to Vasselheim? Let me know in the comments down below. And, subscribe. I'm gonna try and do a video every couple of weeks, so you might find something you like. Till next time, safe journeys, my friends.